here today, basically trying to restore water to the cabin today. And I've run some tests off camera, right? And so basically I purchased one of these on Marketplace, a used one. And when I went to plug it in, all the water came out in the spot right here. And the thing is like I asked the guy on Facebook Marketplace, hey, was there anything wrong with the pump? He's like, no, it works perfectly. As he was loading the pump into my car, he laughed and he said something about a tub. He kept it in a tub. And I was like, I didn't understand what I heard, and I just drove off. And I'm like, yeah, so now we got basically proof of concept though. So I know that this will work. I just need to get all the fittings right and get it installed. So let's...
Like a 2-inch, and then this would be a 1-inch. But you see how much slop there is? And if I go like this, the water's like sitting right here. But if you look, there's a lot of algae from the sunlight. So I'm gonna remove this. And then what we'll do is we'll put all this stuff on here in an attempt to make sure that this pipe doesn't fall down in there. So this is the plan. Plus it seals it from any other contaminants getting in there, right? Once we get this all done, we're gonna connect this to that. So they put that in as a stop, right? Remove this piece from here for now. Oof. Okay, so there we go. See, the water was leaking. What I might do is keep going, cut until we get to a spot that I like, and we'll put a coupling in there for now. Get that past that point. See what some I'd be able to prime that and get that on there. Yep. And then this should go on there, acting as a seal at some point. But nice. Okay, so now water can't get in here anymore. This is what I wanted to do. See that pressure? Is that not cool? This is why I'm thinking we can put the pump in the house, really. I'm assuming at some point I'll get so far down the line that there's no more light sunlight and there'll be no more algae. Clean that water is too. Oh, and I haven't even run the well yet in years. Oh. Okay, I think that's probably good enough. No, it's still like rust. Check valve at some point, but not today. Okay, algae. Wow, how did sunlight get in there? I tell you what, we're gonna keep going here. We'll see a pipe crack from the sunlight. So yeah, it's fine. I know what to do about that. All right, so presumably this goes to the house. That's maybe even some bleach. Pour it in there and let it soak. Nice. Get some primer on that bad boy. Right? Kind of already lined up there. We can turn these best we can. We go for it. There we go. Oh, let me get some on here too. Oh yeah. Clock that just there. Straight line. Okay. Hopefully there's no leaks there. Underground, we'll know as soon as we put water in it. Okay, so now we can go from there to there. And then we can take our measurement to go from here to here. And then we can loosen this and it will drop down. And nice. Primer here. Primer on that. That looks good. Good enough. Because this connection is what will hold this thing from falling down. So I primed that already. Definitely prime that. Some OD pipe cement. Okay, that has to dry before we can do anything. If I loosen this clamp, that thing would slide down and pop this off. So I guess what I'll do now is get ready for it. So, all right,
it looks like I could do about a 14-inch pipe. Let's go cut one at 14. We're gonna do 1-inch pipe at 14 inches. Nice. That's perfect. It is uber hot here. It's probably like 90 something today. And it's humid. So you gotta remember to have salt with your water. I drink salt water, basically. Alright, so by now some of this stuff probably tacked up a bit. So what I'm planning to do is glue, prime and glue both of them almost at the same time, right? So if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna try and get this a little bit closer. Yeah, see, I think that's probably perfect right there. See that? Nice, it's one big, now water can't get in there. And sunlight too can't get in there. So, bam, and then we're done, look at that. All right, let's go. Not quite. All right, so you can't hear me over there, right? I've got a mic issue, I don't have one, it's gone. Maybe I'll find it, maybe I won't. But you can watch me. One. Two. Nice. Look at that deep purple, so pretty. It's pretty. All right, here we go. I'm gonna prime this up. Some oats on here, some oaty, like cement. Two. Three. So what we want to do is we want to have all these connectors right here tied together. So the very shortest length that you could possibly go is, yeah. So we want to make the spacers 3 inches each one. So 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, and then that actually fits inside there. And we'll have a terminator. It's like to be used in the future. Like this is going to be the kitchen faucet, cold only right now. This one will become the hot water heater in the future. And this one right here, wait a minute, I think I got that wrong. Well, let's see here, yeah. This is the garden hose. Okay, so essentially I've been busy, so I made this manifold, right? So, like that. So the garden hose would go here. The cold water pipe to the sink would go that way through this wall right here. The intake pipe would go through this wall here in the cabinetry. This cabinetry is coming out, but we're just getting bootstrapped here. So basically all we have to do is put all of this together and then we can start plumbing the main water line, right? That'll be cool. All right, let's get to it. We have everything kind of oriented the way we want, so we should just start. So we'll prime and square up all of this here. A primer.
glue our OD. Okay. Closed up and push it and turn it. Okay, that's perfect. Right there. Okay. Push and turn and then hold it. Now we just wait. Yeah, so we just made a manifold is all we did. Series of junction points for future use. Yeah, you can mess that up. Some OD in here. Okay, push and turn. Okay. I see. Alright guys, so we're just gonna wait for this to dry. Alright guys, after running some tests I realized that kind of compression fitting doesn't work. It blew up and out as it pressurized randomly. Like it was working fine and then like 15 minutes later, whoosh, all the water came gushing out the top there where you see. So basically this is just not the right fitting for it. Go. Cut all that out and then. All right, so basically what we're gonna do is we are going to use the cement and put the original pipe in here and glue that. Then what we'll do is put Teflon tape on this. Metal can do that, huh? Oh wow. So we'll need some Teflon tape on all of this stuff. It turns tight and blow together. It's like that. And it draws it really close in. Like that. Right? So, oh yeah. Oh, that'll fit. So there we go. Let's see, show you up there. There you go. So basically all we gotta do is continue on slowly. All I have to do really, clean that up, prime this, prime and glue this, prime and glue that together, and we're in good shape. So I don't really care about the countertop because it's getting replaced. Basically making sure that the wall all the way around 360 degrees is all coated in this stuff. And then what I'm going to do is push and turn, right? So push, turn, and it's twisting it. I used the wrong arm and it hurts. I might not have the strength to keep it on. Shit. There we go. You gotta be careful with this stuff because, like I said, there seems to be like a force that wants to repel, to push the top of this thing off of the thingy, the connection. So it needs to be held for at least a minute, and then you can.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I think I cracked it. Listen, I'm gonna go this way. There you go. All right, I think we're ready to at least turn it on. Let's do this. All right, guys, let's see if it builds pressure. I think it's leaking. Yeah.
Yeah, leveling the foundation has been a very tedious process with no running water. Essentially, many of these posts, they haven't really sunk at all. What really happened is when they put this deck on, it cut water off, rainwater, from getting underneath the house, and all this is clay here. So what happens when clay dries out, it heaves up. So these two have heaved up probably like 3 inches, and that one over there is probably heaved up maybe like an inch. So what I've been doing is collecting rainwater over the months since I've been here and dumping the water right by the area surrounding the piers. So I'm able to collect like 5 gallons of water every so often. So what I'll do is I'll just pour it out like that. I'll go down to the next one. There's 3 of them here. When I first started, the soil was gapped like maybe 4 or 5 inches, and I would just pour water down into the gap. Now it's become a little bit more difficult to get water down in there. All right, as you can see, we now have running water, so we should be able to we'll do this a little bit more efficiently and continuously, right? So I did some yesterday. Oh, that is a nice sucker hose. Oh man, I'm getting eaten alive though, I tell you what. So this is how I plan to level the foundation right here with water. Instead of raising up all the other piers, I'm gonna lower the piers that just heaved up. All night last night, the foundation was the floorboards were creaking. That's my pump kicking in. So I got a bunch of windows over there that are in the way. I can't quite soak that side of the pier. See how thick that clay is though. Man, I can't get it out. Now that we got some of the foundation watered, we don't need this water right now, and we're not done yet. So this plug right here goes through the hole there and feeds the faucet in the sink. So we still haven't plumbed that yet. So all I need to do is do a little plumbing and then we'll have the sink water running. Okay, here we go. I didn't want to plumb all of this without knowing for sure everything was going to work out. And you know, while I have this off, I probably should give that other thing another turn, one more turn. Well, I'm surprised it has that much water in it since the hose is lower than that point. Weird. Huh. All right. And then see, now I can move pipes and stuff around. Okay. Ooh. Man, that's a tall order. Okay, so now we have enough clearance in that spot to get the pipe through the wall. For sure. 3. Well, 3 it is. That's all I got. All right. Channel locks. Okay, that's not going in anymore. All right, so then we need to still tighten this up. That's with the pipe wrench. And then we'll have the prime and glue that on the next one. So let's see here. Okay. Okay, so okay, that's tight enough. All right. Oh, yeah, that should be good. All right, so we got 20. I'm gonna say 24 inches. Is create a connector from that system to draw water into the kitchen sink. So I already have my 14-inch pipe cut. Smooth it out. Okay. Yeah, I think this is probably good enough. All right. So we got that primed. We're only going to glue one side at a time because it's going to be hard otherwise. This is the high pressure line, so I don't necessarily want to mess this up. So, yep, glue and push and turn. Oh yeah. You gotta hold it here. Oh, dang, that hurts. One. Oh yeah, there's glue on that. Two. And then we're gonna go push and turn. Okay. This is the high pressure line too, so I don't want to mess this up. Yeah, said that already. Okay. Pretty sure we're done. So we'll let this set for like a couple hours. We got to go out and get some materials.
I added this for winter time, you know. Make sure that we could keep this a little less likely to freeze. I think that's probably good enough, really. A little bit left over. Alright, so we are ready for next step. Alright. I don't know, this thing's supposed to be bent, but it is. Oh, that's thick. Oh, that is uber thick. Here, so I know that I want this flange to be on the top part. So I'm gonna thread seal this too. There's a lot of room for thread sealant on these threads here. A lot of clearance. There wasn't enough Teflon tape to keep this stuff sealed. Just gonna switch to this stuff here instead of the Teflon tape because it is so much thicker. I would be very surprised if this leaks. Thread this thing down like that. Oh yeah, that is so much thicker. This wrench is uber heavy, I tell you what. I feel like Mario. Super Mario. Alright, so all I have to do is put this on there, tighten that up. Good enough. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's a good seal. Now we have to do, get that pipe in there. Okay. Basically, all I'm doing is tightening this so that I can run the water. It's so hot out. I'd probably just hang out on the deck and just take a shower. An outside shower. Alright, I don't think it needs to be that tight. I would be surprised if it leaked. It's a high pressure line. Smells like Play-Doh. Probably gonna clock it all the way down. Hopefully it won't leak. Maybe I'll go one more all the way around. Yeah. I think the dogs came over and peed on it last night. Mud daubers everywhere. See, you can kind of now see how bad it is. Hopefully it comes with hoses, stripes. What do you think of that? No dents. So they had these just like this in a cardboard box for $79, but they were all dented. So this box looked pristine enough for me to get. But there you go. Let's see here. I'm probably gonna just create seal this stuff. See? Yeah, there's something wrong with the nut. They gave me the wrong nut. This one's the right one. Okay. That's tight. All we need to do is get it started. Once it's started, it'll stay in the tracks. Alright. Now we're in business. See that? Soap's in the view. Alright guys, so basically I've got my old dirty sponge here that I used to clean everything. Tired of getting my hands dirty handling these hoses. So now we got running water, at least we can get them clean, right? Alright guys, I just test fitted the sink. The good news is the sink is too big. Why in the world didn't they give me 70s and 80s? And then here's the actual ones we gotta use, so. Hopefully we're good to go here. Okay. One, two, and then, oh, I just looked straight at the light. Oh, that hurt. Oh, it's spinning. One. Oh, it just loosened. It went the wrong way. Oh. No, and it's slipping on the nut. No. This one's slipping on the nut too. They did that on purpose. They did that on purpose so you buy more. So you go to the store and you buy the actual ones. The casting on these is wrong. Oh my lord. They ripped us off. They ripped us off. This one's bad too. Let me see if I can get the other one off the sink. Man. Oh, you son of a gun. Oh, wait a minute. If that's the brown paper or the white paper. See, it's like the minute you cross the threads, they kind of, oh my lord, give me the patience to deal with these lowlifes. They shouldn't be in engineering. They should be door dashing. Cut that out. All right. Okay, so the moment of truth. Yep, we could fit that. All right. It's good enough to try. Sometimes in life, it's just good enough. Okay, 1 and 2. I do believe that's right. 1. Okay, that pulled down while I was tweaking. Can have a little bit of an ankle. All right, good enough. Let me grab the cold water line. I'm pretty sure this won't work because we're missing the hot water line. Water might come out of the mixing valve through here. You know, I was thinking, the cap in the pipe is not even necessary. Once this valve is closed, it's closed. Nothing can come out of it. It's closed. All right. So when I do this, awesome. All right, let's get that P-trap filled up. Ooh, it's stinky. Yeah, I just put Fabuloso down there. I have no idea why it smells so bad. There you have it, running water. All right, guys, if you made it this far, you are totally awesome. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate your views. If you enjoyed the content, possibly give it a like, and I hope to see you on the next one. We'll be doing this. Till then, bye.